Hello Gleonites, this is Tanya Del Santro here, giving a face to my name. I'm going to show you how to do the GLEON sampling now. This is the video I've been promising, or the GLEON MetOx sampling I should say. So yeah, I have my handy little GLEON kit here to show you. First show you what we're going to need. I gave you a bunch of extras in the kit that you received, but for our sampling, you'll definitely need 2 of your 140 ml syringes, 2 of the 30 ml syringes, and essentially 4 stopcocks, 2 for each set. I'm just holding 2 because I'm going to show you how to do one sample. You'll also need your needles. At the end, we will need the 50 ml centrifuge tube, or any container will work, this is nothing special. And a thermometer. So, first step first. In the written protocol I said if you're able to do this two-handed, it's really helpful. I can, not everyone can, but you would suck in water. Can't always do it. One of these is screwed up, so I'm probably just going to show you this one. It's not useful. Which one's bad? This one is still kind of bad, so. But it's alright. I got to 140 ml. I have a big bubble at the top. This is a good thing to show you. First of all, bubbles like to sit here on the syringe, on the piston head. Try and knock those up if you can. The big ones, the little ones aren't going to go anywhere. But we're going to fill to 140 ml without the stopcock. This is really important. So fill water to 140 ml or somewhere past, somewhere down there. It doesn't have to be exact at this point. Fill it quite a bit, and then facing up, you're going to squeeze out, get all that air out, if you had any in, and go to 105. 105 ml right there. All right, now we're ready to put our stopcock on. Take one of your stopcocks, place it on, they spin right on. There actually may be a cap, another cap on this, but anyway, leave these 2 caps for now. We're going to spin that stopcock on in the closed position for right now. This green top you will not need, you can get rid of that one. This transparent one on the side, we will not use this exit or this port at all, so you can keep that closed. The stopcock position is also very important. This is the closed position we're always going to use for the big sample syringe. So we'll never use this port, which means you will always have the 3-way in this position. We won't need that position at all. Alright, so always keep it in this position. Closed would be like this. Okay? Alright, now we want to take in air, which will be where we're gonna use ambient air to make the equilibration with the water. So transfer it up and suck in to 140 ml and close. Make sure that when you suck in that air, that your mouth is not near it, you're not breathing, you're not near a gas boat motor or any of the such things. Try to keep it as clean as possible. The best thing is actually to do it in the air above your head, into the wind, just to get some clean air when you do this, alright? Then you close it. Next thing is to shake. We're going to shake for 2 minutes. When you shake, try not to shake here, and really don't hold it like this because you'll really change the temperature of the water. Try and hold it at the base. Shake for 2 minutes. I would prefer you shake it in the atmosphere, and then afterwards we're going to measure the temperature of the water when we're done sampling. But you could shake it in the water. If you know the surface of the water, you can shake it under the water so that everything stays approximately the same temperature. There will be some temperature change, obviously, because we're shaking, but that would be close enough if you did it in the surface water. But the only problem is you get the stopcock wet, and that's what I'd like to avoid. We don't want any water, or as little water as possible, in the excitators that will be measured on the PRO. They do not like water, these gas analyzers, so I prefer that the stopcock stay dry. So anyway, pretend that we shook for 2 minutes, and now we're ready to transfer. So you will need your 30 ml syringe and another stopcock. Screw that on. Now for the 30 ml syringe, we will need both ports. So you can take both caps off of the stopcock. All right. Now we will connect our transfer syringe. This is our 30 ml transfer syringe. We're going to connect that. You will connect it, this side port, to the light blue port on the big syringe, like so. And I'm doing this right-handed, which is why you end up having this stopcock backwards. But at this point, this is the position we want this in. So we have this closed position with the angle down on this side, so like so, and then the transfer syringe closed in this direction with the port up. So the first thing we're going to do is transfer this gas this way into this syringe, and then close this off and transfer this gas that's now in our transfer syringe into our excitant. So first thing, or before we do that, let's take our needle. And now these needles tend to stick a bit, this cap. So make sure that you twist a little bit to make sure that the cap needle will come off. And now we're gonna place the needle on the stopcock. It does screw in, it kind of locks in a bit. Okay, that cap will be able to come off pretty easily, I hope. Okay, now we're ready to transfer. So we will open this syringe. We will open here to transfer the headspace up, and then we will open in this direction our stopcock so that we're transferring up and in. This is the third port, just going nowhere. Just show you the other side of that so you can see what I mean. We're going to go up and in. All right, this is closed for now. So now we are ready to transfer. You can do this by hand, you can do this resting on something like your knee, which I think helps quite a bit. We're going to push a little bit. Nothing seems to be happening. Okay, so when the syringe, sometimes the piston will open very easily, sometimes it won't. Sometimes you need to give it a little pull. There we go. Now I can push with my hand and my knee and get to a point where we get the water, almost all of the air out, and the water here just before it enters the stopcock. All right, and then we close here and we close here. It is important at this point that you close in this direction and not this direction. I don't want to go here anymore. I want to close that. So we go from this position to this position. All right, so we're closed up. Because the next step is going to be transferring this gas into the excitator. Right. So have it closed, have your needle on. Take this cap off and make sure you're still closed here. Take the cap off and get your excitator ready. All right, so I'm going to put the excitator on the edge, on the pin, needle, sorry. All right, so here's the setup we have now. Theoretically, actually, you could disconnect here if you want. You could disconnect this whole thing, okay? But if you can manage without, just leave it like this. But you could disconnect your whole sample syringe at this point and just leave the transfer syringe. Now we are ready to transfer. So when I turn this stopcock this direction, I'm going to transfer from here to the excitator and up, not down, up, which is to nothing. When I do that, because these excitators are under pressured, evacuated and under pressured, the syringe will probably suck in a little bit, but not all the way. So then you're going to have to help it go the rest of the way. And so we'll do that. You see, we get a little suck in there. All right, so now the tricky part is we need to push in the rest. Okay, now this is a 12 ml excitainer, 12 milliliters, but we have 35 milliliters of gas that we want to get in there. So we're basically going to overpressure this excitainer, and it's possible, we've done it many times, but it takes a little bit of effort. So actually better if I do it like this. Okay, so we're going to try and hold the excitainer just in case you don't drop it or if something happens, it falls off, and squeeze the transfer syringe till you really can't. Up until that point, it's pretty easy, but when you have this 5 ml left, it's pretty difficult. You're not going to get it in there, so don't worry about that. So hold it to about this point, and now I'm going to take off the excitainer and very carefully, they're quite fragile, very carefully take it off, and then put your finger on the septum, and the rest of the gas is going to go out. Be careful, you have an open needle, so be very careful. Again, if you're on a wavy boat, if the weather's bad, anything of that, then feel free to disconnect the sample syringe and just do the transfer syringe. It will make your life a lot easier. Just mind your ports, okay? Don't leave anything open. So that's it. Your excitainer is now full. Put it somewhere. Usually I have it, they come in their boxes upright with the septum up. I put it upside down when I know it's filled. Back on. Close the cap. Don't hurt yourself with the needle. Take it off. Now we can measure the water from here. Again, I don't want this stopcock wet, so I'm going to take it off first, put it aside, and squeeze some water. Squeeze some water into my centrifuge tube. You can measure in the centrifuge tube, or you could do this, where you open quickly the 140 ml syringe, put your finger on the bottom so you don't lose water, and you can take the temperature in there. So you don't even need the centrifuge tube. So, but try and get that temperature. And then you're done. And that's it. You'll do that twice. 2 samples per location. 5, preferably 6 locations if you read the protocol. And any questions, don't hesitate to contact me. Cheers!